Hello, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful souls. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. I just included a transmission from a Facebook group. Just kidding. Kidding. Jokes. A WhatsApp group. Quantum Brain. A WhatsApp group where I answered a beautiful question about masculine and feminine energies and roles and money and how they're all integrated. And I really hope you enjoy. There's some potent codes in it. So there you go. Blessings. I love this question.
And I'm literally like obsessed with talking about this stuff and teaching on it and whatnot because I was super mind fucked and confused for so long because there's so much distortion out there. So relationships are a divine emanation of self, right? So some people are teaching, oh, just like be in your feminine and don't have masculine and outsource the masculine, which is a very dangerous thing to do, which I'll explain in a second. Or other people are teaching like, well, let's just talk about that actually deeper first. So what happens if you do that? If you're just, because we are whole human beings, we have the universe within us, like we have masculine and feminine, and we can cultivate. Like if you look at my chart, I'm 98% feminine, but like I also, and then I was like in my wounded masculine for a long, long time, overdoing all the things. But as I learned about these things and shifted, what I used to do is call in partners that were very feminine because I was very in my masculine. I get pissed off because like naturally I wanted them to be in their masculine. Then what I did is I stepped more into my feminine, but like wounded feminine. And what I mean by that is kind of like the maiden archetype, which is always outsourcing. She's like, oh, come save me, the damsel in distress. And so that only attracted, well, manipulative men, but more so because I was in my own manipulation of wanting to be saved and victimhood. And then also men who emanated that as well. Like they were in their wounded masculine, okay, like the manipulation vibes, because I hadn't developed my inner masculine. So everything is a divine emanation mirror. So as I developed this inner masculine and stopped outsourcing for all the things, it doesn't matter if it's like money or help with this or safety. That was a big one for me. I wanted to feel safe in my nervous system. So, oh, I need a man to make me feel safe. And the moment you do that, you're fucked because you'll attract something that makes you feel safe, but it's like an illusion of safety, and then there'll be a lot of unsafety in the relationship in other areas because you have unsafety within self. So and I think it was Emily in the other message, like Emily said, the soul path. So like some women are here to kind of walk the Mary Magdalene path. What I mean by that is they're there to support and nurture the man and be kind of like the muse to the man with that vision. But you have to understand they're birthing it together. She's just playing a different role. And it's like, I do believe when I call in my soul compliment that I will have a lot of that. And I'll probably work as well, but like my family is going to be the main thing. And I'm also calling in a masculine, which is why I'm doing so much inner healing with the father, with the divine masculine, myself, and stepping into the mother archetype that nurtures the roots beneath her instead of the maiden that just wants to be saved and thinks the rest is greener on the other side, right? So that role, it's like I can still use my gifts and whatever and serve him in the mission, like the mission through him, and then also like the community and things like this. And like I do believe I'm gonna be serving with my partner. Like I do like shamanic breathwork ceremonies, etc., and like retreats and activations. So like I had visions of this. I mean, we'll see, but most of my visions come true. So we'll see. Anywho, so developing, it's not like these, like the thing is like the gender roles, like, yes, we've lost a lot of that. And they're turning men into women and women into men. And women naturally are more intuitive and men are naturally stronger, biologically stronger, all of these things. But we have, in order to call in or to have the men rise, if you're in a relationship already, to that strength, that's our work as the female in the relationship. I just realized we're all women in here. As the female in that relationship, to cultivate safety within. and safety with source. That's where it starts. And as we do that, the man has to step into that more divine masculine role, or the energetics don't align anymore and they fall out. And so the more you can like develop your inner masculine, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Even if you're at home, like with kids, like the mother is actually has a very masculine, like boundaried mama bear. That's a masculine energy. But then she's open hearted and all of these things. So it's the balance. In order to be more in your feminine, you have to develop your inner masculine. Because if you're just so in your feminine, there's going to be a lack of safety and letting anyone in your field. You're going to feel unsafe, and then you're going to jump to your masculine. Anyways, I hope that made sense. Let me know if you have any more questions, because this is like one of my jams. Anyhow, energetics. Masculine feminine energies. And like, this is not exclusive to this. Like, money, everything has a masculine and feminine energy. Some people say money is masculine, some people say it's feminine. It's actually both. It has the yin and the yang. The masculine part of it is the provision, the safety, which is direct manifestation of how safe we feel in ourselves, how safe we feel with God, source, universe, then which is the masculine energy of the world. And that's when we can like hold money and direct money and, you know, not like sell our souls for money. Which obviously always creates more when we are in soul alignment. So it's a law. Soul sovereignty always brings more abundance. But the trickery is that we think it doesn't because of the false light overlays. And then the feminine part is like most people are like trying to call in money for like, oh, let's call in money because like I need to pay off this debt or I need to pay this bill. But money is like the feminine part of money. It wants to have fun. It wants to like be light, and it wants like experiences. So when we call in money from, okay, I want to have this experience, or like it's like a woman, like a dude being like, I want a woman so she can like cook and clean and do all the chores, and the woman's gonna be like, no, thank you. But then a dude being like, I want a woman to like have experiences with her and like deepen and all of these things. And the beautiful part about that is money is always responding to us. When we get the energetics, then we can manifest money at greater levels. So it's the same like in everything has the yin and the yang. Everything has masculine and feminine. Your soul is equally masculine as feminine. Like I'm sure you've had past lives that are masculine. And so cultivating both is really important, and the balance of both is really important. And when we can do that, develop that within and take the armor down, because when we have developed the inner masculine within self, then we're able to step into our feminine because we know we got our back, and that calls on the masculine of that. And I was going to just finish this. So with money, if like you want to call it in, it's like, okay, how can I support you and all these things, and like anchor into that. And appreciation, obviously, and gratitude. And then the fun things that you want to do with it. And then you create energy buckets and you call in more so that you can pay the bills and all the stuff and do all the fun stuff. But it's not going to come in if you're just like, I got to pay like for this and this and this. Because the feminine likes luxury. The feminine likes experiences. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that mini transmission.
I hope you guys enjoyed that little clip from a WhatsApp group where I answered the question. So if anybody has any further questions, you can message me on IG, Instagram at Jill Alana Nixon, or you can email team Jill Alana Nixon at gmail.com. It has 2 N's. We'll put it in the show notes and ask your questions, and I'll try and answer as many on the podcast as I can. And if you would like some more resources on masculine and feminine energies or manifesting money or abundance, I'm going to put my free abundance activation, one of them, in the bio. And if you need further support, I have so many resources for this. So again, message me on Instagram, Jill Alana Nixon, or email team Jill Alana Nixon at gmail.com so we can direct you in the right path that's perfect for you, for where your soul is and your journey with abundance or the masculine feminine energies right now, and support you in your creations. So thank you so much for listening to the Soul Manifestation Podcast. I'm going to start doing a little bit more of these, I think, maybe some like clips from voice memos that I record. Because why not, right? There's like potent codes in them. And I'm just wishing you all the most magical, magical holiday. If you're listening to this around the holidays when it comes out, and if you're listening to after, I'm wishing you a magical, magical day. Remember, you are literally beyond powerful. And I see you stepping into your victor energy already. Jill Alana here from Jai International, here for your victory. Soul mission, soul manifestation, and soul clarity. Much love.